Back. Told you I was going to make another video. I just did. But tomorrow, Texas facing South Dakota State at 1 p.m. on CBS Sports Network. They're still undefeated to face the Jackrabbits. They're going to be headed to one last road game before headed to a final non-conference game against Southeast Louisiana before they open up on the conference game in 2 weeks against Missouri in the SEC opener. So it's a different season, like facing South Carolina, facing Tennessee, Oklahoma, Elia Chavez, and LSU. I mean, this is going to be a toughest test for the SEC women's basketball. So we'll have to figure it out because these ladies can't count us out. Rory Harmon, Madison Booker, we're ready for that. I'm ready for that game, so keep my eyes on that because tomorrow, Chargers and Cowboys also is going to be the must-win for Dallas or the season is over, because right now I am currently watching college football games and the NFL going on between the Eagles and the Commanders. The Eagles are down by 2. They win a division, the Eagles or Cowboys lost. Especially tonight, Green Bay and Chicago without Micah Parsons. Yeah, so we're going to have to play without Micah. Me versus Ryan on Sports Wars. Yeah, Sports Wars Sunday will be on tomorrow morning as usual. Ryan, Beardo, and Will. I miss John Matrix from Black and White Sports. See him alive when it comes to NFL and other sports. Yeah, he's really good at this sports topic. Like me. A little bit of no politically. We don't want politically, but we just want sports as usual. So It's been almost 2 years since that Final Four loss. We told you that they lost by a heartbreaker, 71-69, against the team I really hate the most. And now today, it was an ass-whipping blowout. They belt asses. They belt ass so bad. The Huskies got their revenge from that loss to Cleveland, but today they play at Brooklyn from the Women's Champions Classic. I don't understand why they put Louisville and Iowa. They haven't won a championship. Tennessee has won 8. UConn has won 12. Why not put Maryland? And why not put, Maryland for the Big Ten and North Carolina in the ACC? Why not put these two? Or Stanford in the ACC, or heck, even put Stanford in the ACC. That'll be the big one if you want to replace that. So, anyways, they're still undefeated. The next non-conference will have to wait when they face Notre Dame. I cannot wait for that Notre Shame, the Crying Irish in women's basketball, and then they'll be facing Tennessee on Sunday, February 1st. So, we are going to have a recap first before we get to the stats on the box score coming up. Bud Strong, power number 1, UConn past number 11, Iowa, and Women's Champions Classic, which is the payback for almost 2 years in the Final Four semi. So, yeah. Azzi Fudd scored 27 points, and Sarah Strong added 23 to help number 1 UConn beat number 11 ranked Iowa, and you've seen the final score in today's game. Strong had 7 rebounds and 6 steals for the Huskies, who remain undefeated, 12-0 on the season headed into the holidays. Number 16 Louisville also beat Tennessee by a blowout, 89-65 in the opener of the doubleheader. Yeah, I did catch that because I was watching. We told you on the last video of Miami and Texas A&M game. So if you haven't seen it, go check out the video right now. It's there, Miami and Texas A&M. I might make a video later for NFL games, maybe, I don't know, because right now Ole Miss is stumbling Tulane by a huge blowout without Lane Kiffin. And they're going to be facing Georgia too soon. The helmet right there. The giveaway prize I've won for the Powerade. Yeah. Congratulating by me. And that signed autograph, Nate Frazier number 3. Let me zoom in right there. Nate Frazier number 3. He signed that autograph. Shout out to Nate Frazier, the running back of Georgia. He might go to the NFL. Back to the video. Strong, the sensational sophomore dominated the first half with 20 points. With 20 points and 5 steals as UConn led 42-31. Yes, because that was a little close in the first half. UConn was up 22-12 after one quarter before Iowa was able to get within 6 in the second. Strong would let them get closer as she scored 7 points, including first 5 in a 10-2 run, gave the Huskies a 35-20 advantage midway through the quarter. On one play, Strong got the steal and then went the lead up the court for a lay-in. Yeah, she stole the ball, and I believe Fudd also too on that one as well. Azzi Fudd. So she also stole that basketball as well. Iowa could get closer than 9 of the rest of the ways as Fudd had 21 out of her 27 points in the second half. She was shooting range all game, all day in Brooklyn. And yeah, she's from Virginia, Arlington, Virginia. I get that. Azzi Fudd is just too powerful to go to the WNBA if there is one. Because we heard there's going to be a when necessary strike, which they hope so. Anyways, UConn scored the first 6 points of the third quarter to put the game away. The Huskies have beaten 4 ranked teams this season. Yes, I told you this. Michigan, Louisville, and last week ago from today is the USC Trojans without Juju Watkins. And Michigan, that game went close. They won it by 3 points or 4, something like that. So that game went too closely. UConn has 2 ranked games left on his schedule after New Year. Yes, home game against Tennessee and Notre Dame. Number 17 and number 20. Because rankings could be changed not too soon. So we'll look at the schedule coming up too soon. Hannah Stolke scored 17 points and Chastel White at 16 for the Hawkeyes. I'll give credit to Stolke, Wright, and Ava Hudson, which we'll get to her stats in just a moment, who have dropped 2 of their last 3 games. The other loss came to in-state rival, yes, battle for the Cyhawk Trophy, number 10 Iowa State, and also Audie Crooks. Iowa lost guard Kylie Feuerbeck to an ankle injury in the first quarter. Yes, I did not know that. She didn't return. And plus, sending her a wishing speedy recovery. We don't want to see her get injured. And guys, we don't wish people get injured like today's game with Kylie Feuerbeck. I mean, she did really well all throughout her games. So Iowa's going to be facing Penn State, and then UConn will face Butler. Both teams will be playing against different opponents a week from tomorrow. Yeah. And also, let's go to the box score before we get to the team stats. Ava Hayden, she only scored 8 points by play 18 minutes, and Wright only played 35 minutes and 16 points, but 17 points goes to Stolke, and then Hannah Stoke, 30 minutes of her shooting, and then they're all shooting over 11 and 12 attempts, but 4, 6, 8. And then 3-point plays got to be on Wright, 4 for 8. Shout out to Wright. She's got a good game today. But off the bench, Taylor Streamlow scored 11 points. She played 27 minutes off the bench. 3 for 6. 3 for 5 on 3-pointers. 2 for 2 free throws. But the rebounds, it's got to be Ava Hayden. She only has 6 rebounds. 5 assists on Stoke. Ole Miss scored a touchdown, by the way. And they're going to put this game away by Logan Diggs, 3-yard rush. And then 4 turnovers. And then Hayes only have 3 turnovers. But it's just Iowa's performance this season, but that's what it is. And this is why I always hate Iowa. As a UConn fan, after what they did to us almost 2 years ago, now 2 years later, karma is a bitter taste of sweetness. we might not see them again. They might not see us again in the NCAA tournament when the time comes. Because remember, Iowa lost to Oklahoma in the second round. Yes, OU still sucks. I hate OU still as a Longhorn fan, but as a Longhorn and Huskies, I was pulling for OU to beat Iowa. Yes, so bad. Because of number 22, most overrated / overhype wannabe of her 15 minutes of fame. Yeah. And we're looking at the little colored sky drone. It looks pretty good. It says Rebels. But the only players I like is Hannah Stolke and Ava Heighton. And Chastity Wright. I'll give credit to those three today. They played out really good today. But the UConn Huskies, Sarah Strong, Azzi Fudd. Fudd played 36 minutes, 27 points. Strong, 34 minutes, 23 points. Shooting range, 11 out of 24 on Fudd. 10 out of 18 on Strong. But KK Arnold's got some help with Shade and Williams. Fudd was shooting really on the range, 5 for 13. She just went off in the third quarter into the fourth quarter, and she's just shooting really good. 7 rebounds on Strong, 6 assists on KK Arnold, 3 turnovers on Sarah Williams, and 3 blocks. 6 steals on Sarah Strong. And we'll look at the steals. Wright only has 2. 1 block belongs to Wright. Same with Addie Deal, including everybody else got steals. But you get my point. Fudd's got 4. Strong's got 6. Off the bench, Blanca Guignones, 21 minutes off the bench, 10 points, 4 out of 5, 1 for 2 on field goals and 3-pointers, 1 for 1 free throws, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, 2 turnovers, 4 steals, and she just got something what's good for UConn. So let's not get it twisted, all that, all right? It was a pretty good game for the Huskies. They just off the rail today, and right there on the stats. 52% on field goals, 36 out of 69 is just. It's not going to stop her missing those shooting range, but lay-ins, and then all of a sudden you're going to let Iowa score into the next basket, and then Iowa score 25 out of 51, 49 percentage, 13 out of 29 3 points, 8 out of 17 3 points, 47 over 45. Unlike that last time, it was the Final Four almost 2 years ago. Unlike that. But that's all in the past now. Almost 2 years later, it's finished. It is done. We're not done until we face them in the NCAA tournament, because Iowa wants that revenge. For this season, no. UConn's looking for revenge in the NCAA tournament coming up, because that team might go back-to-back. You don't know that for sure, because Texas is looking for their first championship in 40 years since '86. South Carolina's trying to bounce it back. Their third championship this decade, even though we all hate South Carolina so much because of Dawn Staley's wannabe. The LSU, Kim Mulkey, she might get her second championship in LSU. I mean, she's trying to get her 5th championship, national championship, to add her Hall of Fame resume. That could change things when LSU goes on to that. USC is done. UCLA, they're not, because Sienna and Lauren Betts, they're all there. Try to add their championship resume, national championship names in. Oklahoma with Leah Chavez, yeah, good luck with that with Lubbock. Free throws, they look good on that. Rebounds, Iowa's got more than us. Assists, UConn's got 3 more than Iowa. Steal, 17 over 6. 3 more blocks for UConn over Iowa. Turnovers, and then points off turnovers, 41. And then fast break points, 18. 40 points in the paint. over 24, 10 over 9 on fouls. No technical, thank goodness. UConn has largest lead, 31 over Iowa, 0, zilch. Percent led, 97. UConn just dominate all basket today. They just went off the basket rail all game long. But we tell you the next non-conference, on January 19, they are going to be facing Notre Dame. That game is going to be on a Sunday at 4 p.m. No, on a Monday, on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. I'm still going to call it on Martin Luther King Jr. Day on that Monday because he got NBA on MLK Day games on NBC. I'll be looking forward to that games. NBA on NBC is back this Tuesday. Good news. And then next week, back-to-back doubleheaders. So I'll be making back with the NBA on NBC video as usual. And then February 1st, Tennessee. As I told you that. So they're going to start the conference play in the Big East. It is going to be the toughest test if you're a Husky fan. Yeah. But this season's stats for the Huskies as updated. Strong has led all season this time. She's got 17.9 points average, rebounds 8.5, assists 4.6, intercepted by the way. Steals 3.3, and then block 2.0 on the average. Strong's got more numbers than Fudd right now because Sarah Strong could be the most outstanding player when it comes to the NCAA tournament. So there's that. Azzi Fudd, she's got some work to do. Actually, no, it was a fumble, not intercepted. It was a fumble. Ole Miss got the ball back. Kind of remind me of the Land Sharks for the Eagle Pass Eagles, right? So, tell me what you guys think on the comments section below. Huskies fans, women's college basketball fans, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys for watching. Yeah. I'm starting to feel great today, except the Packers need to win tonight against the Bears. And also, both of us need to win tonight, either Detroit, Chicago or Green Bay, because the next day, Steelers and Aaron Rodgers need to beat the Lions. We need the Lions to lose. Only one of us need to be in the playoffs because we are 3 games left of the season, by the way, of the 2025 NFL season. And it's going to come down to this because Packers are playing without their defensive pass rusher, Micah Parsons. He tore his ACL. Same with Mahomes. Chiefs out for the Mahomes out for the season. The Chiefs have been eliminated for the playoff contention without their quarterback. Gardner Minshew's in. Washington State, the stash man. Yeah, tough year, but Huskies got the win today, so it's been a really good one. Their rosters this season, Sunday's really good. I mean, is someone from Texas? No, okay, because I know some out of the United States. Gandhi Malu, Mami, Limerick, Ireland, and then for Ecuador, Blanca Quinones from Milagro, Ecuador. Kara Ichet, Jenna El Alfi. So yeah, only 3 of them are out of the United States, came to this country because they want to recruit players from Gino Auriemma. Gino Auriemma is from Italy. Let's not forget that. I respect Gino as a head coach fan, basketball fan, as a head coach of him. He's just good as a head coach for UConn Huskies. So, there you have it, guys. The final score, UConn beats by an ass spanking, 90-64. Kicked the shit out of them. Yeah. Peace them out. Till next time.